Innovative.
Yeah. See the plant plug, everything is stock, it's organic. I don't take much to put a seed inside the planet. It's way more about what you do after you plant it. It's all a cycle, go and cook a plate and smash it, yeah. She got all the needs for your seeds, yeah, yeah. Hit the knees, gotta pull out all the weeds, yeah, yeah. Don't forget, never be scared of the bees, yeah, yeah. She your melanin.
HEQ, I never, ever get tired of the intro. Welcome, everybody. My name is Taylor Lindsay. I also go by The Plug. I go by The Plant Plug. I go by Cash at Plant Plug 87 if you're feeling generous. And welcome to the season premiere of our fourth season, the first episode of our fourth season. And if you guys don't know, the person I'm looking to my right is my amazing, incredible producer, Cool Ass Cam. What's good, Cam?
Cool ass Cam.
The
coolest
Cam.
motherfucker on the planet.
The coolest motherfucker on the planet. Yes, we do swear on this podcast. Welcome to the Plant Plug podcast. Man, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We are here, and we are
here.
now in the second month of the new year.
Damn. Happy Black History Month. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to Coretta Scott King and Rosa Parks for making it happen. Big ups to Angela Davis. Also, shout out to all the passing people, too. You know who you are. The one drop rule does count, Cam. Am I allowed to say that on this show?
Yes, by all means.
Thank you. Okay. You know what? I pay for it. So might as well. But I'm so excited. This is the episode where we're going to learn how to garden.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
as the plant plug, for people that don't know, I teach gardening. I'm an educator, and I sell plants and plants accessories. As you can see, I'm accessorized, right? So I always get asked, how do you garden? That's the first thing. When people aren't handing me stacks of money, they're asking me, how do I grow my own food? And also, especially, how do I not kill my plants? Well, you're in the right place at the right time. And yes, you want to catch all these strays, Cam, because we're going to teach you.
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
This is the gardening episode, and this is my second solo episode. I usually don't do a lot of solo episodes. I think it's very important to have conversations with yourself. By the way, if you hear me talking to myself in my room, I am having a business meeting, and you should mind yours. I'm constantly talking to myself. I'm also boss and CEO, and I'm a client and the player president of the Plant Plug. LLC, by the way.
LLC.
Stop playing with my name. Put some respect on it. I do have the trademark and I have the LLC.
That's right.
Okay, don't play with me. So this is the big one, Cam. This is the big one for them all. We're going to cover hood winter gardening today. Now, right here on my left, which people can't see because it's out of frame, I have six. I have not been sipping, excuse me. I have 6 subjects. I have 6 topics that are going to change our lives. So where should I start? Tell me to stop, Cam.
Stop.
For those that can't see at home, they're Post-it notes. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to start with water. Water. I got that wet. I got that drip. Okay. I have friends in the room, you guys. I'm not talking to ghosts. Yes, I am. Spirit and ancestors are always with us. Speaking of ancestors, you guys, I want to do a land acknowledgement. Have you guys ever done land acknowledgement before? Because we are on indigenous stolen land. Paying rent and having a credit score on stolen land, is that not a conundrum? So land acknowledgement. Okay, and water protection. This is Tonga land, as well as other indigenous nations. Did you know they have an app for that? You can actually download an app, and anywhere at any time you could find out what land you are on. Really? Within the United States, yes.
What's the name of the app?
I will find it for you.
Oh, okay.
I will find the app for you. No, because I was trying to be real slick with it. No. I was trying to be real slick with it. I don't have the app downloaded. I know it exists, but I don't have the app downloaded. I'm not going to pretend like I don't, though. But if you hear any pings, it's not Grindr. Don't worry about it. If you hear any pings, it's Cash App. You know, I like that sound, the dropping of the change. Or OfferUp has that sound, too. So, yes, that's the land acknowledgement. Let's get to the water, you guys. So, we're in the middle of a storm, y'all. We're in the middle of a storm. This is day 4 of a storm. I just learned about hydroplaning, which is absolutely horrifying. You guys, please slow your roll while you're out there in those mean Los Angeles
Have you ever
greasy
hydroplaned
streets.
in the car before?
No, I haven't, but I have ghost-ridden the whip.
I've done both.
I have gone dumb a couple times.
Yeah.
I have been to a
In the
couple
rain?
in sideshows. Am I trying to die? No.
No.
Why would I? Okay, there's this thing called the Darwin Awards, and I don't want one.
Oh, man.
I'm not whipping nothing in the rain.
When I got my first car and I was learning how to drive, I went to I want to say it was like Cerritos Mall parking lot.
Not Cerritos.
In the mall, like it was empty. It wasn't nobody there. It was already closed, but it was raining. So I was like, damn, it's a lot of open space. I fuck it. We just turned the music up in the car, got out, started.
What song were you playing, Cam, when you were breaking the law?
It was probably like some E40, like some Tell Me Where to Go or something. Like it was definitely some hypey shit. It was around that time. You know where I'm
coming from. R.I.P. Mac Dre. So when it comes to water, my biggest thing when it comes to water is, of course, protecting it. I talked about water protection because water is a precious resource, but also collecting it.
Yes.
So what a lot of people don't know is that when it comes to gardening, there's various practices in agriculture. So we're trying to bring all that in because we're never getting our 40 acres in a mule, Cam. It's not going to happen. Sharecropping was the biggest scam next to slavery.
Some reparations.
Some people did. We're not going to talk about that because I'm not happy where we're at right now as a people. Until we're all paid and all free, none of us are paid and free until all of us are. And by us, I mean black people. So when it comes to water preservation is very, very important. Let's start by saving the water. Of course, we know about turning it off. A lot of our water does not come from Los Angeles, you guys. If you are in LA, you're not getting your water from Los Angeles. We are importing water from 3 different places, and we are draining their resources horribly. We can start with rain barrels. Rain barrels, my best friend. And a bucket. $5 holler, okay? You don't have to do anything strange for a little bit of change when collecting rainwater. You can just go to Home Depot or Lowe's, depending on what you're on, and you can either get that blue bucket or that orange bucket and just put it outside and watch the magic happen. Because I put my bucket outside, and I've already gotten about 4 inches of water, pure, clean water. And let me tell you why rainwater collection, barrels, bins, and basins are so important. And also, did you know I am the plug? So what kind of plug would I be if I didn't hook it up? The secret to affordable rain barrels is not buying them on Amazon or from Crate and Barrel because aesthetics just make everything so expensive. Coca-Cola syrup barrels. The factory is constantly getting rid of them because they're a food product. They're a food waste product. You know what I'm saying? Not actual food, but what we use to make food, right? Mm-hmm. So, like as a chef or somebody clean, you throw your stuff away when you're done with it. Coca-Cola technically is under food and beverage. If you want a gigantic rain barrel, get one of their used syrup containers, cut out the top, and drill in a colander or a salad drainer. That will strain out any leaves, any sediment that would come through, and you will end up with gallons. Because those things are like, 40, 60 gallons a piece? Mm-hmm. Yes. And I know this because I have one. Oh, I got one.
Ingenuity.
And also, there's an organization called Scope LA. They're doing rain barrel giveaways, 311, 211, amazing resources. I'm telling you, if I can't get it for you myself, I know a guy, but you don't have to go very far because I am that guy and I can get you everything you need. So there's the resource 311, 211, you guys, and also rain barrels. Now, this is the thing about water, saving water. Rainwater is not drinkable, you guys. Do not start drinking it. You do have to go through a purification system. You can either purify it through, there's different methods. Please don't use bleach. You should not be drinking bleach. There's charcoal. There's so many different filtrations. I got to move on to the next subject. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Now, rainwater collections are very important. Let me tell you. Our tap water is treated with chlorine and another type of chlorine, 2 different types of chlorine. And because of that, it kills living microorganisms in our soil and also stunts the roots from getting everything they need and the plant thriving. So if you ever have a plant that's not really doing the best, it's actually an outside plant, put it in the rain for a couple of days and see how it's going to do afterwards. It will be bursting with blossoms. Bursting with blossoms. Because that water does not have chlorine in it. You guys. Oh, I'm getting really thirsty. Speaking of thirsty, my thirst today was murdered by liquid death. Thank you. You're welcome. Did I get the shot, Cam?
Yes, you did.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
okay.
You did.
All right. So actually that stuff's amazing. I love Liquid Death just because if you guys haven't read the can yet, that is the most metal description, the most hardcore metal description I've ever read on the side of a bottle. But at the same time, they are huge on being anti-plastic. They are part of the anti-plastic movement. That's why it comes in a can. But it also looks cool if you're trying to fit in at a party.
Yeah, I thought it was a beer at first.
Shout out to Liquid Death for saving all us awkward sober people.
Or something like a Four Loko or something like that,
Don't get me started on Four Loko. Have you ever called the police on yourself? Don't get me started on Four Loko. Oh my God. So that's what we're doing with water, Cam.
Hurry
We are
up, come
collecting.
quick. Craig's in trouble. Whole time you Craig.
Oh my God. So that's for collecting rainwater. It can be a basin, a bucket, a barrel. Take advantage of the God-given precious resource that's so gracefully sprinkled upon us. Now, when it comes to watering your plants, speaking of indigenous acknowledgments, there's a practice that goes back hundreds of years, and it was watering. We can't all water all the time, every day. There are fines for that. Remember, they were fining people for that?
It was, yes.
Yes.
It was
My
like
heart.
The drought was going on.
I think Kim K got fined $32,500
Yeah.
for her pool and lawn. That's just an hour of work.
You just
for
got
her,
the
though.
sprinklers on all day.
But she could afford that. But she got fined $32,000 for
You had to
overuse
pay
of
that water bill and you
But
had
it
to
was
pay that
nothing.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nothing for her. She's like, okay, whatever. I'm a billionaire. I don't care. But for the rest of us, blue collar folk, and for the rest of us, law abiding citizens, we're going to try to water the best we can because we don't want to kill our garden, but we don't want to get into the space to where the DWP is knocking at your door. An indigenous practice was using oyas. So this is actually an oya. It is a clay gourd. Gourd, you guys know what a gourd is? A gourd is a squash.
Okay.
This looks like a gourd, right? Pumpkin. There's a swan neck squash, which is gorgeous. It's actually shaped like a goose. And butternut, acorn squash.
That's what
king
the
squash.
shape. Yeah, that's what
this is
I
giving squash,
vibe,
right?
yeah.
Yes, some people look like this when they get
Like
out of the
a butternut
shower.
squash.
We love all body types here on the Plant Play podcast. So this is an oya. So this you actually bury up to the neck, and you put only water in this. This is an indigenous practice where the water is drawn through the pores of the clay pot through the plants themselves. Is that not life? Is that not living? Is that not beautiful? So this is an oya. This is the company Grow Oya. This is where I get mine from. And you only have to take these out and overwinter them. What was that? You only have to take them out and overwinter them, meaning that you prep them, you clean them for winter about twice a year. So these are all going to go in my garden bed, and they come in various sizes. This one comes in 3 different sizes. I have the large one because I'm a whole lot of woman, and it has just been such a game changer, especially during the summer, where it's just a microwave outside. So this has definitely been a game changer, and I'm really, really, really appreciative of the indigenous folks that bought us this original digital electronic free technology. I appreciate that. So that's water. All right, Cam, tell me when to stop. I'm on the next topic, on the next subject. Tell me to stop.
Okay.
Back to the life-changing topics. We got 5 topics
Stop.
left. That was a little delay. All right, seeds. Ah! Cam, I'm getting a call. I think we're getting a call. I might answer. Hello? Yes, this is she. Hello? Yes. Yes. Hold on. I can't hear anybody over all this money, Cam.
Oh,
this is a stack of seeds, people.
What we growing?
What we got going, you know what I'm saying? I can't hear y'all over all this money. This is Renee's Garden Seeds. I love Renee's Garden. So these are Renee's Garden Seeds. This is a stack of seeds if y'all want to see what I'm working with. Have you ever seen a rack of seeds before?
No, I haven't.
You know, you seen a rack? I know y'all be rolling with racks up in here. Shout out to Innovative Culture, the richest people in town.
Hey, man, don't tell them that.
Mean. Rich in spirit, you guys. Don't. If anybody comes knocking with the shiesty mask, I did not drop a pin, Cam. I promise you. All right. So yeah, Renee's Garden. So these are actually these are flowers.
Oh, wow.
These are all
those
flower
sunflowers?
seeds. If y'all want to check it out, take a look.
You got sunflowers?
Making it rain, baby. These clouds aren't the only one that make it rain. I'm mean with it, and I mean it. I got sunflowers. I got these sun dancer sunflowers. I got red velvet. I got coneflowers. I got everything. The leaves are velvet.
What is that, velvet?
The leaves are velvet. The leaves are real soft around here. Skin so soft, leaves so soft, real soft. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to start collecting seeds. I want people to start saving seeds. I want people to start passing out seeds. I want people to take seeds from their bell peppers, from their apples. Peaches and cherries are a lot harder because they're stone fruit. But I want people to save their seeds. Now, the easiest way you can actually save your seeds if you're not going to buy them. By the way, you can buy seeds with EBT, y'all. You could buy fruit and vegetable seeds with EBT. Yes, you can.
Because it's not hot food, right?
It's not hot food,
It's
and
not hot
technically
food,
it counts
so-
as a food. Yes, you
Counts
could
as a
buy.
food, but it's not a hot food.
And also, you can use your EBT card like a credit card on Amazon as well.
Yes,
I
you
know
can.
Amazon's always in hot water. When are they not being controversial?
But people
Nonetheless,
stealing EBT and all that. You think Amazon they stealing it from Amazon? Like that might be like real. I don't know. I don't know. We gotta like really.
okay, so I'll
review that.
but
before
they
we-
have a security clearance that you have to use on Amazon and online and on DoorDash when using your EBT card now. It's
Okay.
different. Yeah, they pop
Damn,
up.
DoorDash take it too.
DoorDash takes EBT now
I did
too.
not know
I need
that.
people to eat, please. Are y'all eating?
Yes, but
Okay.
I didn't know that they took EBT.
We need access. This whole show is about food
Well, for the
access and
grocery
dismantling
store,
white
right?
supremacy.
Yeah, if you're doing a grocery
You
store
know what I'm
order.
saying? This whole show is about food access. So yes, DoorDash does take EBT for Aldi specifically. So buying seeds is one thing. Okay, we already got that. Saving seeds is another thing. Pumpkins are the easiest to save seeds. Now, when saving your seeds, you're like, what do I do and how do I do it? Okay, this is what you do. You pull the seeds out, you rinse them off, and you wrap them in paper towel. And you let them dry in the sun. That's it. This is sent to me by a follower. I really appreciate you. And they actually labeled it for me. These are orange cherry tomatoes. So what they did was they squeezed the tomato out on the paper towel and dried it. That's it. That's how easy it is to save your seeds. Now the viability is a very big word. That just means the amount of life in something. How viable is something? How viable is the seed? Meaning how much life is in the seed, meaning how likely is it to sprout when I plant it? Because we all did that thing in kindergarten when we planted those apple seeds
Right.
with the story of Johnny Appleseed, who is not a real person, by the way.
Yeah,
And we had our souls crushed because it didn't sprout for a lot of us, if at all. So did you know you're supposed to put your apple seeds in the refrigerator for a month before sprouting them?
That's a lot. Nah.
It's called stratification. That's why it didn't work. That's why I'm here, everybody. I'm living the childhood dream. So
Teach
yes,
us the way.
this is one of the easiest ways. And your seeds can last, I've heard up to 2 years. I've heard up to 6 months.
How many seeds would you say are on that
There's
paper
about
there?
30 on each paper towel, and there's 6 paper towels in here. So look how much room this takes up. But look how I could start a farm with this.
Now, out of all of those, out of the 30, how many do you think will sprout?
Now
off
the
of one?
germination on this, I would give this probably a 50% germination rate. Yeah, it's a paper towel. Yeah, it's on paper towel. Yeah.
But it's multiple paper towels because
there's
it's
6 paper towels
yeah.
smashed. Yeah, it's on paper towel. Yeah, it's on paper towel.
It's a Ziploc full of paper towels.
It's a Ziploc full of paper towel. We
No,
over here doing baggies. It's okay. Don't be scared.
No, but you could definitely get a lot
Don't be scared.
out of what's there, you know?
Yes,
and,
sir.
If they all sprout, it's like, damn, you winning, you know?
Yes.
And that's the cool part. It's like the jackpot. Damn,
That's
everything
So
hit.
that when I say we're getting this money, this is what I mean by money.
I
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
that, yeah.
This is a sign of wealth. This is rich. You see how I'm throwing it around and I'm flaunting it, but it's not intimidating. It's real wealth. We're clearing the channels to let in the abundance, and then we create these sustaining systems that pay into themselves. Now, I'm not trying to sell you Forex or a dream. I'm trying to let you know that you could have a tomato factory in your backyard or on your balcony or even in your bedroom, and that could be a hustle too if you are to monetize your hobbies, which I 10 out of 10 don't recommend. Yes, we have a question from within the room, everybody. Yes.
So I heard that the seeds are.
Do you want to tell everybody what your name is and where you're from? Okay, don't have to. Anonymous. We love Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous.
So I heard that seeds are trademarked by one company. So if you start a farm with such seed, then they can come take your crop.
Yes.
Is that true?
You are correct. And some of our viewers may be cannabis partakers. So this pertains to y'all as well, and especially if you want to get into the industry of that. That's another thing. So seeds themselves can be patented. They can be patented, just like any invention, because every single plant has the characteristics, right? Some peppers are hotter than others. Some flowers come out purple. Some flowers have fuzzy petals, what have you. So what you do is you can take and make a specific specialty plant with those characteristics, okay? And then you can name it after yourself and you can brand it. And you can patent it. So with names, you would get a trademark, right? So say if you had Brandon's blood oranges, but your blood oranges were grown.
They got extra blood.
They got extra blood in them. You know what I'm saying? Then you could patent that as Brandon's blood oranges, market it, stamp it, sticker it, whatever. That's what you see with a lot of like bananas, like Chiquita Banana is the biggest
Even
provider.
with peppers too, right?
With
People
peppers,
do
you can
that with
too.
peppers.
Yes, they
Yeah.
can. So there's a Matapino pepper, which I really, really want to get my hands on. There's a pepper X, which has not been released yet. So yes, you can actually do that. Now the biggest manufacturer, now when manufacturing seeds is different, is Monsanto. Monsanto is owned by Bayer, which is a pharmaceutical company. So your pharmaceuticals are mixed up with your food and your agriculture. Does that sound good, Cam?
But all of that goes through the FDA, right?
Yes.
So I think that's why they did that.
The USDA and the FDA are the two biggest authorities, we'll say, on food distribution, food production, what have you. So those are the people that everybody kind of has to answer to or filter their stuff through before we move forward, which is important, as well as there are loopholes, though. So, yes. I never short form answer anything, so I do apologize, but I just want to let you know. So you can actually do that. You can trademark a name of a seed, of a strain, and you can patent a plant, which nobody else can get. One that's really hard to get our hands on, Sumo citrus. Sumo citrus is a combination of 3 citruses in one. It's marketed as the best citrus ever, easiest to peel, juiciest, cutest, because it's shaped like a little sumo wrestler. Only people are licensed to grow it in Japan. You have to be a licensed farmer to grow it. And you can't get the seeds. I got 1 seed and I don't know where I put it. Because it's bred to be seedless. I got 1 seed and I geeked. But also a lot of food, fruits and vegetables are manufactured to where we can't regrow it. We can't cut it, propagate it, and regrow. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the game. But thank you for that question. I appreciate it. All right, moving forward. Seed saving. Oh, yeah, I brought the sound you guys are now listening to are my spaghetti seed collection. This is a Martinelli's plastic bottle, I think, or it's a spray bottle. That's how I stored it.
Did you say spaghetti seeds?
Spaghetti squash.
Oh, spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash. I grew a spaghetti squash a year ago, and I saved the seeds, and I dried it, and then I put a cap on it. Yeah, so this is my spaghetti squash seed collection, and that's just from one spaghetti squash.
They kind of look like pumpkin seeds a little bit.
Yes, they are related and they are edible. And actually, did you know pumpkin seeds are great for prostate health? Get your booty hole right, you guys, with pumpkin seeds. Okay, so that's where the prostate is. All right, so moving on, Cam. Next topic. Let's make it happen. Ooh, soil. You're on a roll. You're on a roll, Cam.
All right, yeah.
We're going in order today. I thought we weren't. I thought we were going to be all over the place, but I thought we are. We're on a roll. We stay loyal to the soil. Speaking of E40, shout out to E40 for giving us that gem. We stay loyal to the soil over here, Cam.
Loyal to the soil.
We stay mad loyal. I'm so loyal to the soil. Oh, my God. I've eaten so much dirt on accident the last couple of years. Our soil is not nutrient dense. And that's the issue. That's the problem at hand. And like I said, when it comes to soil, usually when I think of soil, I think of land. Okay. And we can trace back to the motherland if we want to. And we can just go through the whole ringer with politics and why we don't have access and yada, yada, yada. But I really like to meet people where they're at. And I want to be as present as possible, because one thing about Black History Month, Cam, is I don't know if you've ever seen Roots or Color Purple, but you will definitely be reminded of it.
Yeah, they made us
you
watch
will definitely.
Roots.
Oh my God, they made me watch
Roots.
I
want to say it was.
I was 10.
But they only showed us the first 2 parts, I think.
It's 5 parts, yeah.
Up until we didn't see Chicken George and all that. They didn't show us all that. I had to find out about that later in life. I had to go and watch all of that on my own and think damn, what the hell is going on? They got the daddy from Good Times in there playing Kunta Kinte.
Mm-hmm. They got they have Lamar Burton. He was
the original Kunta.
Yeah, he was the original Kunta.
But then they got John Amos.
They got John Amos. Yeah, they do. They
the daddy from Good Times.
They got the daddy
that's
from
what
Good
he known
Times.
for.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So they got the whole cast. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, Roots was 5 parts. I remember watching it when I was 10, and just getting so mad. And it was interesting because I was at a predominantly Black school. Shout out to predominantly Black schools, and we were talking about slavery, and then we got to the subject of Thomas Jefferson, and then we got to the subject of his family, and then we got to the subject of why Thomas Jefferson's kids look like that, and then and then we talked about how that happened, and they're like, wait a minute, the kids figured out, we're 10 by the way, the kids put it together like, wait, so all light-skinned Black people are possibly mixed with white people? Teacher's like, yes.
Possibly. I mean, there's
hold on.
possibility.
This is my experience real quick. The whole class paused and pivoted and stared me right in my eyes. They're like, she's one of them.
Because you light skinned. Was everybody else like not light skinned?
Yeah. No, but
I've had those experiences.
It's so funny though, because they didn't.
I think all light skinned people that have been in like a group where it's like 10 people in the room, and it's like you might be the only light skinned person in there.
Yeah, and that's not oppression to me. That's not oppression because it's like I'm not. It's a privilege, you know. It's a privilege I don't want.
Taylor, because look,
that's a privilege I don't want. I acknowledge my privilege. I acknowledge colorism and what it is and what privileges it comes with. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not victimized by that situation. I just want to clarify.
Have you ever gotten? Which one of your parents white?
None of them. That's the problem.
And that'd be my thing. It's like I get that. I used to get that as a kid all the time.
Yeah. There wasn't, but I chalk that to American history and their lack of teaching the diversity. That's what, going back to what I was saying about Black History Month. No matter what, the first thing we always hear is slaves.
Right.
Y'all were freed. Get over it. Racism is over. Oh my God. Not racism is over. That's a lie, Cam. That's a lie. Man, and I didn't tell it. I didn't tell it. I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie, baby. Slavery is alive and well. They're still making license plates in Folsom, and they're still fishing tilapia for Whole Foods. So
but some of them motherfuckers in Folsom need to be in there, though.
Some of them don't. No, absolutely not. Especially for cannabis. Imagine you're in there with like a straight up murderer.
Cannabis is cool, but what about
what are you doing in jail?
It's other people that go to jail for other reasons that definitely need to be in jail.
Oh yeah, but imagine you're in there for like, okay, I had an O on me, and now I'm in here with a straight up murderer.
That's different. That's different. Or somebody who like to touch people or some shit like that. You know, them niggas need to be locked up.
Oh yeah. Of course, please. But I'm just saying, as far as like,
throw away the key.
I'm just saying, as
like keep them away from everybody else.
Yeah. But you don't want to be in there for no cannabis or no unpaid parking tickets. That doesn't make any sense. But they'll mix us all together all the time. I've been to jail 4 times, Cam. I know. So I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah.
You beat me. I ain't go that many.
I didn't know I was competing.
I ain't go that many.
I didn't know it was a competition. Katt Williams beat me.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Katt Williams definitely beat me on that one, but he knows his rap sheet though. You know, you don't want to mess with the man that knows their rap sheet and knows what they're willing to go back in for. Yeah. You don't want to mess with that.
And
man.
That's why he speaks so openly.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that man.
It's because it's like he know what he's been through and he already know what's coming. So it's like, all right, I'm here.
He said I've been to jail 27 times with no felonies.
With none.
Check that. No convictions. Check that. No convictions.
But a lot of times that's people picking on you too. It's like, well, what's really the problem?
You can tell Katt Williams has been picked on his whole life and career, even though he's put so many people on, has the receipts to prove it. And also, I want to let everybody know one of the hardest gigs in the world is being a comedian. It is not.
Yes, it is.
I'm even thinking to myself, what am I about to get myself into with this comedy stuff? Anyway.
Well, you already started, right?
I feel like I started, but it's not. I don't feel like it's official for some reason.
Well, when would you feel like it's official?
When I have that mic in front of me, and I'm not the opener. I'm not.
Have you done any open mics?
I've attended them. Yes.
I've attended them.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's like when I get up there, have my jokes in hand, okay, and I send my material out into the world. That's when I feel like I'd be officially a comedian.
Understood.
Yeah, like I won't feel like a firefighter until I put a fire out.
Yeah, I could. Totally
I could put on the
that.
uniform all I want, but until I bust that hose on something hot, I wouldn't make it official.
Yeah, it's just the phrase that you use. That's what made it funny. I'm sorry.
Okay. So to bring the nutrient density back to our soils, what we can do is compost. Compost is rich. It's rich, and I like to refer to it as black gold because that's what it glistens with. Once you have everything completely broken down, for those that don't know, composting is the practice of collecting food waste, it's a specific type of food waste, and you're collecting that material, that plant waste material, for it to break down into another reusable soil.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I know we've talked about composting before on the show.
Yes, we have.
Now, I don't know if I've asked this question before, but just if you can refresh my memory. How do you compost without getting the bugs and all of that extra stuff. How do you get the compost to where it's like, all right, I've been hoarding all this trash kind of for a minute, to where it's not really an issue with rodents or things like that coming around. Yes.
So conceal is very, very important. So you definitely want a sealed container. Usually I use those hardware, the HDX is really, really thick storage bins to get started, and there is some aeration in there. So if it gets too dry, that can attract ants. So to avoid it getting too dry, you would put some water on your compost.
Right.
There's one thing though that we cannot avoid, which is the initial fruit flies that we get when the breakdown first happens. Okay? You only have to go through that through a very short period if you're going to see through the full breakdown. Now, I want to let people know, composting is a long process just based on time. It doesn't take a lot of physical effort, but it takes a lot of time. So that window between things being first collected and actually being broken down, you can forego that. You can just collect your scraps and take it to a compost collection program. And then they redistribute the compost already broken down to you. So there's LA Compost that does that at so many different farmers markets all over Los Angeles. And you can turn in your scraps. They'll take care of the hard part. And then they have the giveaway. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is you can freeze your scraps. Okay? You could freeze your scraps until you can get them to the container outside. Because you definitely want the compost, you want the collection is going to happen inside the house regardless. But the breakdown and the retention is going to be, you have to pick a site. So do you want it at your house? Do you want the compost to break down at your house? Or do you want to take it away?
Well, before that, let's say if we freeze them, right? How will we store those? Can we put them in a Ziploc bag or?
Paper grocery bags, my preferred.
That's the best.
Because you can just take the whole grocery bag and chuck it. You can chuck it all into the compost collection.
Okay.
The paper grocery bags,
yes. Because that'll decompose too.
It'll decompose with it as well, yes. And they do have the plastic plant. So it's plant plastic. It's plant plastic. It's plastic made out of plants. So they do have the plant plastic bags, which are called bio bags, that you can line any trash can with and start your collection. This is the thing about gardening and urban farming and gardening, which I don't care for. It's the stainless steel, all white, electronic, aesthetically pandering products. Okay? We do not need them to participate in agriculture, Cam. Okay? And if that sounds like it pertains to a certain product, yes, I'm talking about you. Okay? Because that makes things inaccessible because they're expensive. Yeah. All right? So we're going to add more nutrients to our soil through the composting. That is the plan. We're going to create living soil through adding microorganisms. That is the plan. And then once I get a little more money, I'm going to get some earthworms. And then I'm going to get a little more money and I'm going to start burning chicken bones so we can make biochar. So that's another episode, though. We have to do a whole episode on biochar, Cam. Okay. All right,
biochar.
Next subject. Moving on. How's everybody feeling? We good? Yeah.
Very educational.
Everybody good? All right now.
Soaking up this game.
Ooh, speaking of soaking, Cam, some people think the skin, which is the largest organ on the body, is actually a shield. It's a sponge. We can absorb things through our skin. It's called transdermal absorption, okay? It's called transdermal absorption. You can absorb it transdermally through your skin. So it's the dermis. Sometimes I get a little dry. And what I use to fix that dryness from the outside in is this drink from Leisure Beverage Co. Leisure Hydration, lavender blueberry with marine magnesium. Rolls right off the tongue.
Right
off the tongue. This delicious beverage can be found at Hank's Mini Market. Shout out to Hank's Mini Market, everybody. Keep it in the family. Generational wealth with liquor stores is alive and well. And it's more than just a liquor store. It's a community wellness extraordinary. I love Hank's Mini Market, but that's what I got it. I got Hank's Mini Market off of Crenshaw and Florence. And this drink has B vitamins, magnesium, and it also has, what is it? Electrolytes. So this is great for soreness, cramping, hangovers, or just being thirsty in life. But when your physical thirst, or your thirst quenched, because I said that backwards, that's spoonerizing. You can just buy one of these. Spoonerizing is when you say a phrase or a word backwards, spelling, it's this whole thing.
Damn, I'm learning
Leisure Hydration Co. Did we get the shot, Cam?
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Did we get the shot drinking?
Shout them out one more time. Oh, both at the same time. Liquid Death and Leisure.
That's what I'm talking about. Do I have a drinking problem, Cam?
Nah.
Do I have anything on my face, Cam?
Nah, you good.
Do I have anything on my face?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
On the side, right here.
There's a little
Just a little bit
you just
right
gotta let it drip and trickle. Let them know it's tasty. Let them know it tastes good. You can lick it a little bit to get another flavor. Lick it again to get a little taste. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know what you just been through.
See, yeah, you got it. That's the comedy right there. You got it.
God. All right. I'm not about to start drinking this glorious Cheeto sauce. Where is it? You want me to drink the chili oil too? I'll do it. I will do it. I'll chug this. This stuff is delicious. I'm sorry. It was on our last episode, but it is absolutely delicious. It's so good. Okay. Come on, Cam. Tell me when to stop.
All right. And
Next topic. Next subject.
Stop.
Oh, we gotta do it again because
All right.
I went off track.
Stop.
Ooh, the middle. Ooh. We've had this segment for a while and we're bringing it back into the season. What you should be doing. That's a good segment. But I added something to it though, Cam. I added what you should be doing and F what you heard. Okay? So I heard this phrase the other day, and I do love a paradox. Whew. Forget what you know and remember what you forgot. So, taking in a lot of information at once, which comes with education. You're sitting there, you're taking in all this information, you're trying to absorb everything. It could be overwhelming. It could be too much. I start giving off sparks and glitching. I don't know about y'all when I get overwhelmed with too much information in one day. So, what you should be doing is not going to be dedicated to gardening. I am highly suggesting that people practice hibernation. Now, I know that's going to sound insane, and I'll talk about the theory later, but I have this theory about our suffering as a species being that we are one of the only mammals, and I know there's more, that don't practice hibernation. Every other bear, everybody else gets nice and fat. They store all their food for the season. They get somewhere nice and cozy to knock out for months until they reemerge, and spring is out there for us all to enjoy. As humans, we're out here in the cold, working. We have to be awake. Just have all this stuff going on.
Cousin Bill's still coming.
You got to think about that summer body. But that's what my whole thing about that. That's why I said I'll elaborate on another episode about this theory I have and this practice I do. It is not necessary if society was to switch it up, because other countries practice siestas. We don't. Where the whole city, the whole town around the same time, shut it down for the day, have dinner with their families around 4 p.m. Imagine you get to go home to your family at 4 p.m., have a lovely dinner or sit and have a little cafecito, what have you, and then decide if you're going to return and open back up for business or we're just done for the day. Imagine a collective siesta in Los Angeles County. We wouldn't know what to do with ourselves. We'd probably start selling drugs again just because we're bored. It's just a matter of, you never sold drugs though, Cam. Let me tell everybody that. I'm just going to clarify everybody. Cam is a law-abiding citizen. Oh my God. Cam is a law-abiding citizen, you guys. He's never even split a hair on anybody's head. Cam is a saint. But that's what I think you should be doing, is just look into it. There's multiple calendars. We go by the Gregorian calendar. There are multiple calendars. I just want to emphasize that. And we are left to constantly be on the grind nonstop.
Like society as a whole, pretty much. Yeah, I understand.
So what I think you should be doing is just look into the possibility of taking on more rest, focusing on your breathing, meditation, grounding exercises, and pausing. It's cold. Yeah. It's cold, and also we're getting way less sun, so our energy's low. That's right. I think if everybody fell asleep right now, I wouldn't be surprised, because we're tired. We're tired. There's a lot going on, and it's just a matter of we get no pause. We don't, and the pressure is real to constantly perform. That is definitely killing us as a species and as a people. But sometimes I think humans can go because we've done enough damage. All right. And then also, F What You Heard. So F What You Heard is going to be a new segment on this show where we actually discuss a horrible garden stereotype that you guys need to dismantle right now. The one I'm going to talk about right now is putting aloe vera on everything. I've been seeing that on Instagram. It drives me crazy. Somebody keeps telling these instant Instagram incorrect influencers that you can rub some.
So aloe vera is like 7-Up now.
Well, medicinally, I'm with it.
Or like ginger ale. You know, like they feel like, you know, that's going to be the remedy. You get a cut or whatever. It's like they're going to put it on everything. Yeah.
That's okay. But there's a series of Instagram videos going around where people rub 2 sticks together and put in a piece of aloe vera and grow more plants. That's not how aloe vera works. Aloe vera is
But did it work?
No, it's fake. They fake these videos. I'll send you some. It drives me crazy because people send them and tag me all the time. Let me tell you what aloe vera is good for, all right? And then we're moving on. Aloe vera is good for burns, sunscreen. It's good for your skin as a conditioner, and then you wash it out, okay? And aloe vera is good for digestion, also constipation and heartburn. The plant plug and the plant plug entities are not responsible for anything that you consume. We have no liability on this show, nor do any of our associates and affiliates if you consume to eat too much aloe vera. Yeah, don't eat too much aloe vera. You can mess yourself. But my whole point is medicinally aloe vera is great. But stop with these silly, stupid, pieced together, band-aided up propagation nightmares because they're not real. They're not real. They really, really, really are not real. All right, moving on. We have 2 topics left, Cam, and the show's almost over. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. I didn't take my jacket off yet. Hold on. Let me give you guys a show. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. 2 topics you got left. Come on, let's do it.
All right. All right, stop.
Plan of the day. I do like this segment. I do like this segment so much. The plan of the day is it's us.
We are the plants.
We're growing, Cam. And shout out
Every
to
day.
who is Nikki for bringing that up in the last episode. We're growing. The community, my people, we're on the verge of a renaissance, a revolution. That's all I'm saying. All right, last topic, Kim. We made it. We made it through the show, y'all. We made the show. The show's not over. Don't you unplug. Don't you log off. Don't click out.
No.
We're not done. The show's not done. We just made it through the show. All right. What's happening? Let's see. We talked about current events. We did talk about Katt Williams. We did talk about the weather because Ellie's going through a 4-day storm. Things are overflowing, flooding, what have you. Well, what's happening within our community? Because people tend to forget that we're surrounded by amazing, talented individuals, and people are always waiting for a celebrity or a savior to not only come save us, but also keep us entertained. And am I not entertaining you? Like, who do I have to be?
Are you not entertained?
Right. And if I'm not who you want me to be, please set me free because I'm not trying to tap dance for anybody but the Lord. So what's happening with my spectacular community, let me tell you. And we're going to do this in chronological order, Cam. Okay? Congratulations on the studio space, Cam. We are so proud of innovative culture.
Thank you.
We do. And then also, let's do it in order. So you may have seen her. You may have seen her on my last show. So Perry, we all know Perry, right? We all love Perry, right? Do we? So Perry just soft opened her gallery space. She's an artist, by the way, in case anybody doesn't know who she is. I will put the link in the bio. Perry and Ren and Perry, they opened a space. They're doing their grand opening February 26th in Lincoln Heights. It is a gallery space that is going to give you a lifelong lasting, lovely experience of art, culture, music, what have you. And it is very QBIPOC friendly. It is very queer, Black, Indigenous, people of color friendly, and it is led by Black femmes who I love you. I love you guys so much. I give you guys money because you're pretty for no reason. So that's happening on February 22nd. President's Day is coming up February 19th, Cam.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and so is my birthday. My birthday is coming up, y'all. So moving on, what else we got going on? Oh my God. So something that's very near and dear to my heart. I grew up on like 94.7 wave, Anita Baker R&B. And then when I got older, I started veering towards punk, metal, all of that. And there's a lot of alienation, and that's what I'm not with. You know what I'm saying? Like, being made fun of because I'm light skinned is one thing. I'm not really here or there with that. But being made fun of and alienated for passions pisses me off. So what happened was, as a black alt kid, where do I go and what do I do? There's a solution. It's called Thanks for the Memories by my favorite DJ in the world, other than DJ Punch, is Rose God. DJ Rose God does this amazing night called Thanks for the Memories, which is a black alt emo night. It is the first Friday of every month. So that means the next one is March 1st, because we're going in chronological order, right? Mm-hmm. The next one is March 1st in Hollywood at the Virgil. You can actually meet me there. That's where we're going to be celebrating my birthday.
Okay.
And it is black alt emo. So I went the other night. We were listening from everything from Ashley Simpson to Hilary Duff to System of a Down to Evanescence to Paramore. And the thing about it is, like, my heart and my spirit and my soul and 17-year-old me, it was just on fire. And I want to thank her. I want to send her so many thank yous, to send her so much love for bringing that to life and letting us have a fun, safe space for us that feel like freaks and geeks to where we can go. So shout out to Rose God for that. I pretty much shout her out on every single episode, and I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. Man, I'm so excited for that. Next, don't you have something coming up, Cam, in March?
Oh, yes, I do.
What you got going on?
March 9th.
March 9th. We're going in order, Cam.
Yeah, March 9th. We got the Vibez Spring Flavor Festival going on with Chef Zaga.
Okay, shout out Chef Zaga.
Bellflower, that's going to be real dope.
Bellflower.
We got a live band coming out. We're going to have some performers. We got Sling Johnson coming out to host. It's going to be, real in the real.
Black
nice
Jesus?
People. Yes.
Black Jesus is going to be there?
Yes. It's
Y'all got Black Jesus.
Yeah, we did. What happened?
Y'all got Black Jesus. I can't compete with that. Yeah, I've seen him around.
Yeah,
we love Black Jesus.
He hosted one of our comedy shows that we did before. Yeah, definitely real good peoples with innovative culture.
Right on.
Slink is definitely innovating the culture every day.
Yeah, he is. He's slanging it.
Talking about people, mamas and all of that.
Oh, yeah, with precision. Yeah. With precision. I don't want the smoke, Cam. I just want to see Black Jesus and shake his hand. Right on. So what is the date for that again?
That's March 9th. It's going to be in Bellflower, California. We got the Eventbrite link up. Everybody can, we going to say get their tickets now before, you can't really get no tickets. Don't show up to the door and be, just make sure you do what you got to do, handle your business. Because right now we adding people on. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It's getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, and y'all got a lot of talent.
We got a lot.
You got a lot of talent. You got talent from the music and the food.
Get your ticket now.
Okay, because we need some talented food. Can we get some talented food around here? That's all I want is some talented food.
Oh, yeah, we got some dope food vendors out there. We got some dope artists that's gonna be out there. We got some desserts and craft vendors and things like that. We got a lot going on, so just make sure everybody come out.
Right on. And really I heard word on the curb is that DJ Punch is gonna be there.
DJ Punch gonna be there. We got
that
DJ
man's
Major
transitions
League coming out there. We got we got the bands. Man, I feel like the band thing is really gonna be dope because it's gonna show people a different side of what we do.
There's nothing like a live band.
There's
nothing like a live
seeing
band.
Those performers perform with that live band, it's going to be a whole different.
It's going to be next level. It's going to be a great experience.
We want
for
everybody to come out. It's going to be a family friendly event. So just everybody come out. Make sure you tap in with us.
Tap in, y'all. Tap in. I did kind of mess up a little bit, Cam.
What happened?
I have to backpedal again. I got to get in the time machine.
You got something?
Because I actually have something before February 22nd.
Okay, so what's that? What you got going
February 5th, 15th, BBC. That BBC.
Wait.
BBC LA is having their Kayla party. It's a Kayla day. It is Black Bass Collective.
Okay.
Black Bass Collective. The BBC that everybody loves, needs, and knows. Are you guys
hear that? It be some nasty
Are
shit.
you guys okay?
Every time we hear
BBC LA, Black
like
Bass Collective. Oh my goodness, this is a family show, Cam.
Know it is. That's what I'm saying. So that's why when you say BBC, I'm in shock.
I'm in shock.
Like I wasn't expecting you to say BBC Collective, like it's a group of them niggas. Like just.
There is.
I'm just saying.
There's a big group of them. There is.
I'm happy I was able to be here and make.
Thank you for the
this
layup,
be a part
Cam.
of the
Yeah,
show.
thank you for the layup, Cam. Cam is
I'm your comic relief
Yeah.
over here on the side. While you already doing comedy, I'm doing extra shit.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And shout out, thank you for everybody watching the live here on Instagram. Yeah, we are streaming live on Instagram. We have the technology. Black Bees Collective, they're doing their Kayla party. They're doing their first party of the year. Their parties are so amazing. They're so fun, and they bring this collective of love, safety, vibrance, fantasy, high energy, fish, everything. They bring it all, the full spectrum, the fluidity of it all to these amazing club nights that they put together every single year. And I'm so passionate about what they do. And they're having their Kayla party, I hope I'm saying that correctly, on February 15th. All right, so we're going to skip. So we got something for the February 15th. We got something for February 22nd. Okay? We got something for March 1st. We got something for March 9th. Last thing, Cam, then we're going to wrap it up. March 16th, that's my party.
The garden party.
The South Central Garden Party. We're having our 1-year anniversary. South Central Garden Party. If you guys want to know 100% more about the garden party, watch the episode before this one with all the friends and the homegirls. I'm still friends with all those women, by the way.
Yeah, they was at the last party. Yeah.
I didn't mess nothing up. Stop scaring them away, y'all. They'll stick around. All right. So, South Central Garden Party, right? We do that to bring in and usher in the beauty and the change of every single season. So what season's coming up, Cam?
Spring.
We will be celebrating?
Spring.
All right. So, link in the bio, tickets on Eventbrite, every single person. There will be music, food, community. I want everybody to come and talk about what they got going on. Oh, this is the place. This is the place to promote what you got going on. This is the place. You can come and promote what you got going on at my parties. I'm the plug. I want you to do plug stuff. Okay? So, everything I mentioned, all these amazing events will be listed in the description box below if you're on YouTube. It is in my bio if you're on Instagram or TikTok. It might be available on Spotify. I don't know how that works. But you can get access to all these amazing, incredible events, and they're happening near you because local is always the answer, Cam. Local is the answer always. Okay? And gas got a little cheaper. It went from like 7 to 4, 5 recently.
Yeah, is it like some type of election coming up or something?
Yeah, he thinks because the election coming up, they're dropping the prices.
Normally, some like be happening.
Yeah, they're trying to make people a little happier collectively. Alcoholism did go up though, so woo, we got plenty to do, Cam. And with that, I will gladly end the first episode of season 4 of the Plant Plug podcast, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you. Tell everybody where they can find you at once again and where they can tap in with the podcast and all of that good stuff.
Woo, man, there's a family of us too, all right? So if you guys aren't following innovative.culture already on Instagram, you can also follow them on YouTube. They have their own YouTube channel. How do you think we got here? On YouTube at Innovative Culture as well. Well, where can you find me? Let me tell you, other than inside of your bank account knowing your logins and your socials because you left your passwords out for me to find them, I am on YouTube at the Plant Plug LA all day. That I have to turn that around because it gets flipped, right? On camera, LA all day, all right? Plant Plug LA on Instagram, Plant Plug Los Angeles on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok, and you can find me everywhere else you want to be. But if you need anything, just slide in my DMs, plant-related questions only, and I'll help take care of you. Thank you, Cam, again for this amazing episode. Thank you to my amazing audience members. You guys are phenomenal. I welcome other people. If you'd like to join me to sit in on a show and recording, hit me up. And thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do to keep this party going. And I will see you on the next episode, you guys. Peace.
Yeah. See the plant plug, everything is stock, it's organic. I don't take much to put a seed inside the planet. It's way more about what you do after you plant it. It's all a cycle, go and cook a plate and smash it, yeah. She got all the needs for your seeds, yeah. Hit the knees, gotta pull out all the weeds, yeah. Don't forget, never be scared of the bees, yeah. She your melody.
Innovative.